everybody. Welcome back to the Hesitation Station podcast. I'm Jay, along with my co-host Tank. How's it going, bud?
Doing good, bud. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How was your week?
Busy as yeah,
Busy. Busy.
yeah.
Should we tell them? Should we tell them what we did? Or should we keep it a secret?
Go and give them the cap.
Okay, I'll go ahead and tell y'all. Um, so we ended up raising $600 for just charity. We got at one point we just came from Louisiana Comic Con, and at one point our table was swarmed, and we cannot thank you guys enough. We are so very grateful, and we are so very happy that we can say we raised that much, and we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going all year long, and once this year ends, we're gonna donate every single bit of it to NAMI Mental Health Awareness. So I am super excited, and I am very happy how it turned out. So thanks to Humble Enterprises for letting us come out and do that, because without people that follow us and without the people that put on the cons, we wouldn't have this at all. So hey, I did that pretty well. Thank you. I'll be here all week, guys. Little Dumbledore. Okay,
Little golf clap.
before we get into everything that's going on this week, this whole episode, today, I'm gonna do something for you guys. I'm gonna show you guys something. Okay, you ready?
Scared.
Okay, hear me out.
Hold on. What?
My cat is about to come up in here and bother me. Let me just say that. She's right there. She knows it. Okay. Guys,
You,
hear me out.
you just sitting there. All you hear is a.
Look at her. She, she's hey, I heard that can, but guys, just hear me out, okay?
Is that cat food? Well, you nasty mother. You nasty.
No cussing.
You nasty.
It's so good.
You nasty. Beep beep beep. Nasty. Beep beep beep.
Guys, I'm telling y'all, try it at least once. At least once.
I
I'm
did.
telling
That's
you.
why I know you nasty.
Apparently, my coworker was like, "Yeah, it's nasty." She's just like, "Hey, what you doing in there?" uh, my coworker's like,
No.
"It's nasty, but have you like as long as you don't eat the gel?" And I looked up at him. I'm like, "I eat the gel," and he's like,
You're nasty.
"I'm not nasty. I'm not nasty." Anyway, yes, everybody, we had a great time at Louisiana Con, and we are so thankful for everyone. And yeah, we just wanted to get on here, make an episode, and just talk, do shenanigans, and have a good old time. That's about it. But yeah, man, what were you most excited about seeing at Louisiana Con? What were you really happy about? And you were happy about Evie?
Nah, man. Yeah, I mean, it's a con, man. It's things we love. You
Right.
know, anime, music, movies, comics, toys. Uh, it was great seeing all of our friends again.
Absolutely.
You know, it's
It
been months since we've been able to see all of them.
right. All in the same room at least.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
know,
it was
and then you know that wonderful dinner Saturday night. That was a good
yeah.
time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. And like we've talked about this in the car. You know, a lot of people won't see him as a quote unquote celebrity, but we do. We see him as
Yeah.
a professional wrestler, a celebrity in his own right. We ended up having dinner with one of Wildcat's awesome performers, Danny Flamingo. And I don't know if I can say Lucky's name because I don't know if she's
Lucky
fully
is her
into it.
name.
Well, no, I'm saying I don't know if she's into the scene yet. So
She's training, so she goes by Lucky.
okay, so yeah, we had dinner with Danny Flamingo and Lucky. They are both from Wildcat Sports. They were awesome to just talk to and sit down with. It was definitely an experience I will remember. and we just talked about wrestling, talked about life, and it was good. And the tacos, the burritos,
Yeah,
the
dude.
burritos were good.
If you're ever down in Lafayette, look up a place called Taco Sisters.
Hmm.
That was a really good burrito.
It was, and it was decently sized too. Because I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna be like $8.99 for a small burrito. This is not gonna be good. And then it was like at least like a foot long.
Yeah, and you barely put anything in yours. I had all kinds of stuff in mine, so mine was
Yeah, I
fat.
I just wasn't feeling it that night. I was like, okay, that's that's why I got the drink
You
because
feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
when I tell you guys that, and again, this is not us complaining at all. We are very happy with what happened and the outcome, but Saturday was very go go go, very busy, and I had to de-stress.
That I think that was, like I told you, I think that was the first time since we started doing this
Yeah.
that our table has been that consistently busy.
And what I really, really loved is, we talked about this at the hotel room about some validation coming in, and going to that con Saturday and having people come up to us and be like, I can remember you guys from last year. Y'all guys are awesome and blah, blah, blah. Like that made me feel like it was something, like we're doing
Yeah,
something right. The fact that you can remember us from a year from now was awesome to me. Um, and I remember people from last year as well. Like I remember the Superman crew. That was the Power Rangers last year. I
nice.
didn't get to say hey to them because they were back and forth too fast. But
Yeah.
and then
Well,
you know
they
the
were super people. They got it
they were
going on.
super people, yeah. And then on top of that, the girl I stole her lightsaber from. I'm sorry that I stole it, but I didn't steal it this year, so don't get mad at me.
Did she have it this year?
No, she didn't. So I didn't
Then
steal it.
how can you steal it if she ain't
It
got it?
doesn't matter. I didn't steal it.
Stealing's wrong, kids.
Hmm.
Don't do it.
But yeah. I mean, I think my favorite part about Louisiana Con was that I got to meet Diamond Dallas Page, and he was so down to earth too, man. Like he was so cool. He was like, "Hey, man, go ahead, take out your phone. We'll take a picture." And I took a picture with him, and usually they charge for that, I believe. And it was
Yeah.
just like, no, no, dude, you're good. And he let me have that picture, and like that's already my personal Facebook photo, like the profile picture. And I think that was my highlight, dude. Because I grew up watching DDP, man. I grew up watching that era, and I got to meet Godfather as well. So back in that era was the time that I like to watch, and it was awesome meeting them too. They're really cool. And let me tell you, okay, I'll tell you this, and I'll let you talk. I was so excited to meet Fred the Hammer Williamson. Okay, he was very, very nice. And I got his autograph, and I was going to go pay for it, and I'm like, "Here you go, man." He's like, "Man, I don't take cards. I take cash." And I said, "Okay, well, I'll run to the ATM. That's not a problem." And he's like, "No, go ahead and take this. It's a gift from me to you. Just tell everybody about the hammer." And I was like, "You bet."
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if people think he's washed up or not or anything like that, but to me, that man is a legend. And I grew up watching him from old timey movies to Dust Till Dawn, stuff like that. And it was so cool to meet him. And I was really excited.
Yeah, you were geeking out about it when you came back to the table.
Hmm. I got it put up right now in my little binder. Super awesome to meet him. So if y'all guys look up Fred the Hammer Williamson, look up his movies, watch said movies, unless you're like young, don't watch his movies. But if you're older, watch his movies and then become a fan of them.
Like, don't care about the opinion, just watch it and like it.
Exactly. Exactly. Because, like, I'm not, I know we got kids watching our shows. So don't watch some of the movies he's been in. That's not kid friendly. I promise y'all.
Watch all of them.
Now, unfortunately, I got to watch Dust Till Dawn when I was 10. And I told him this. I told him this. I was like, yeah, when you turned into a vampire, you scared me. I couldn't sleep for like 2 nights because your makeup was all like rah, and it was bad. And I was like, I'm afraid this dude's gonna come out the dark and kill me. Like I
It's
know
like
that's bad.
surprise.
Surprise. And it took my uncle Ricky, to tell me that it was all makeup and that it wasn't real. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure, Uncle Ricky?
You gotta you gotta open your closet and he's standing there. Hello,
Dude,
little boy.
hey, Uncle Ricky, I need a new pair of pants. Hmm. But yeah, he was awesome, very down to earth, and would highly suggest that you guys meet him if you ever have the chance. So, what beside obviously us getting bombarded, what was your favorite part?
He used a big word.
Dude, I've been listening to audiobooks and I'm learning words. It's crazy.
See what happens when you apply yourself?
That's another thing, guys. There's a guy that we listen to, or I'm listening to his audiobooks. It's called Tales from the Gas Station. His the writer's name is Jack Townsend. And dude, I'm in love with that book right now. It's a little confusing at first, but once you put the pieces together, it's like, okay, I get what's going on. Run.
Is that the guy you had us listen to on the way to the hotel Saturday night
No, that's
or Friday
Doctor No.
night?
That's Doctor No Sleep. He's like
Okay,
more of a,
that's who I needed to
yeah.
remember.
He's more of a podcaster. Like podcaster tells scary stories. Now his scary stories are not real. They're all fabricated, but the way he tells them, you just get sucked in just like that.
Yeah, I wanted to punch you for stopping it when we got to the
I'm I'm
hotel.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We
That
had to
that
check.
was
We
that
had
was
to check in, Tank. We
that was a good. Now it was good. I wanted, but I remember which one it is. I think maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, just look up Doctor No Sleep on Spotify or anything else. You're welcome for that plug, even though we don't have a lot, but you're welcome. We
This is not a paid sponsorship. I
This is
promise.
not a paid sponsorship, guys. I would love having Doctor No Sleep on, but anyway, going back to
Back to Bankhead.
Jack, going back to Jack Townsend, he was very cool. His book is so far. I think I'm in chapter 4 right now, and I know that's not. I know we had the Comic Con this weekend, and that's not very fast for someone like for you, but for me, that's fast. You know,
Hey,
you
that's
you would
one
have been done
thing.
with it by now. You and my wife would have been done with it by now.
That's one thing I like to put out. Like read at your leisure, man. You don't have to speed read. You don't have to. Don't compare yourself to everybody else, man. If you read it slow, read it slow. Ain't
Well, I
nothing wrong with
mean,
that.
I can't read is about, and that's what I told Jack. It's like I love books and I love the stories and the cover arts. The problem is
You
that
can't sit still.
right. The problem is I'll go to open up a book and I'm like, okay, this person, this is where this person's at, and this is where this person's at, and are they relevant? Blah blah blah. That's kind of how I am. Excuse me, guys. Um, and then I'll look at it and I'll look up, be like, ooh, squirrel. Then I'll look back
Yeah,
down and be like, oh, where was I? That is me to a
that's why
T.
I don't buy you books. You'll open it and read like half a paragraph and go, ooh, shiny.
Ooh, shiny.
That's why I
But
don't get you books. That's why I buy you shiny things.
like it's I do like books. I genuinely like books, but I love audiobooks because that's what I'm listening to. The Tales of the Gas Station right now is the audiobook, and it's phenomenal. But I'm only on chapter 4, still liking it, and I listen to it. I got a 40-minute drive to work every day, so it's like bam, bam, bam.
I remember those days.
I remember those days. I remember the
You
Spanish
know who
Inquisition.
else remembers?
Pepperidge
Pepper
Farm.
Ridge Farms
Yeah.
remembers.
Oh, my boss told me not to speak like Squirrely Dan anymore. By the way,
Why?
he said he said it's annoying.
That just gives you more meaning to do it.
He's like, why do you keep missing words? I'm like that's squirrely. Like
Is that what you appreciate about me?
he's like, you're missing a whole word. I'm like, yeah, that's that's squirrely. Now he does it. He'll even do it on like Cameo, and he'll talk like that and miss words and do the appreciate or or something like that. Excuse me, I almost cussed there. And
Some shenanigery.
some shenanigery. He'll do that. Man, you didn't even answer. I am so sorry, dude. You didn't even answer about what your favorite part was. I just kind of cut you off and said, "All right, this is my story."
I'm just
Cue
over here enjoying the time.
Xanarkand from Final Fantasy X. You're welcome, nerds.
Listen
Anyway,
to my story. Ha ha.
okay, let me explain something to you. We're going to a left turn here. It was not his story. Okay, I understand where he's coming from, but it wasn't his story. He was not the summoner going throughout Spira, getting all these Aeons to defeat this big monster. He was just a dude, and his
Playing
dad
a
was
dude
Sin.
disguised as another dude
Yeah, yeah.
with daddy problems.
With daddy issues. That I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
My dad left for the milk and came back a monster.
My dad left for the milk and came back as like this gigantic sin looking thing. Help.
He became the milk.
He became the milk. Okay, before we forget, what is your favorite part of Louisiana Comic Con? Let's go ahead and throw that out there.
Well, I mean, we went down there for the whole raising the money and everything. My sole purpose, other than what we went down there to do, was to meet Brad Hawkins and the voice actress for Marceline, the Vampire Queen.
Yeah.
From whatever show that is that I don't watch.
Adventure Time. Adventure Time.
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
Yeah.
Because my wife loves it, and she found out that she was going to be there, and she's like, "Oh my god, you gotta get her my autograph."
God.
Oh my god, chocolates. So she just said chocolates. So we did all our stuff, and I went down and I saw Brad Hawkins, and dude, that man is
very nice.
He's nice. That is a nice man. Like we talked for a few minutes, and I talked to him about VR Troopers because that's one of the things he's really known for is that he was the Gold Ranger and he's Goblin Slayer.
Okay, I'm a little confused.
Slayer.
Help me out.
Okay.
I thought Jason was the Gold Ranger. Like, explain that to us.
So, Brad Hawkins was the original Gold Ranger. He
like
was
costume wise or like actual person?
Wise.
Okay.
He was the guy in the suit until Gold Ranger lost his powers. Then they brought in the triplets, Trey of Triforia. And then they tried to give Billy the power, but Billy couldn't take the power because of the Zeo Crystal. And then they brought Jason in, and Jason got the power. And then Jason became the Gold Ranger. That's why if you go online and look at some photos from Comic Cons, it'll have Brad Hawkins and Austin St. John taking pictures with people as the Gold Ranger.
Nerd.
I never claimed otherwise.
Oh man. You know what's messed up? Okay, everybody, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am streaming on TikTok live right now just to kind of get people to understand what we do behind the scenes and things of that nature. You know what everybody's saying? We can't hear Tank. I mean, Am I not good enough? Yes.
Le shock.
Le shock. Like,
Sacre bleu.
I don't. So that's the thing. That's the thing that everybody loves Tank.
I don't know why.
I, d-
I really don't.
I don't like.
I'm
I'm
like,
thinking
and
people are gonna be afraid of you, and everybody's
I'll,
like, "You're cool." Like,
I want to say it, and I'm not going to cut this out for context.
okay,
But when a lot of people see me, they think I'm the biggest asshole that they've ever met, and I can be. But for the most part, I'm a teddy bear.
yeah.
Unless,
I mean, I'm
unless
glad you admit it.
like unless you make me angry, dude. I've done so much crap over my life. I don't have a reason to fight.
Right.
Like,
right.
unless you piss me off and legitimately make me angry, I don't care.
The problem is, are you ready for this? I'm gonna be truthful. I'm gonna be truthful. I'm gonna be truthful.
What's up?
You're an adult.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have to be.
Yeah.
I'm not living at mama and daddy's house no more.
Yeah. You know, it's more
I have
of
a wife.
It's more of
I don't have
I
a
guess-
choice.
right. But it's more of you're not gonna be mean to somebody that doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
You know.
No, there, like I tell you all the time, there's enough hate and frustration in the world. Why add to it?
I see.
You know?
I totally agree. I totally agree. I mean, and that's why I try to be nice to people as best I can because we don't know what anybody's going through. Like we really don't. And it's like somebody could be, with me, and I'm going to use me for an example with you guys. I went through a divorce. I've been married once before, and that's not something I've ever brought up in this podcast ever since we've been doing it. But you wouldn't have known it. Like you wouldn't have known one bit that I was married before unless I told you. Um, and and I kept that to myself a lot. And somebody could be dealing with that with the same exact thing and be going through a divorce, be going through some tough times, or lost their job or something like that. And if who's to say to come up to our table and we just be total, I guess for sake of purpose, total dweebs about it, you know, um, and just make their day even worse. I've never been like that. I've always been treat a person with respect. If they treat you with respect, you give out what you get in, kind of thing.
Yeah. I'll give somebody the time of day and I'll do what I can for them as long as it's not putting any kind of unnecessary strain on me.
Right.
If I can do something and help you out and it doesn't put me in some kind of a bind or make me feel like I'm betraying my morals or anything, sure, I'll help you. Yeah, if you need something, if you got something that needs to be done and I can do it, I don't mind at all. But the minute you start expecting me to do things, the minute you start demanding me to do something, no,
Nah.
we good.
And this is just us, guys. This is how we are. We don't want you guys to feel like you are not welcome here into this podcast, but this is our opinions. We don't want you to be like, well, I'm not going to support them because they're just, dweebs. That's my new word. And but this is our personal opinions, and we have gone so far away from con talk. I just want to point that out. I just but it's okay. It's okay. We're here to talk. We're here to tell you how we really are. And it's weird. It's weird. It's crazy to me that like another thing is our most watch stuff is just us.
Yeah.
We've had on amazing people, and I mean amazing talent. Michael, you'll cut that out. Michael Yurchek. We've had on Brian Donovan. We've had on John Swayze. Yeah, I mean, hey, you owe me a soda. Um,
I said it first.
but we've had on amazing talent. John Gramillion. Um, I mean, God, I can't even count the amount of people that we've had, and like yet
At least 50.
at least, and yet
Just going off of the episode count.
and yet like our most watched stuff is just us being us.
Us being stupid.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, explain to me why.
Because, and this is just my opinion, it's the authenticity of it all. You know, don't get me wrong.
No, you're right.
We, we try to be authentic when we have guests on, but we also kind of have like a guideline that we stick with.
Yeah,
And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that because that's how we need to be when we have guests on.
Right.
But when it's just me and you being stupid, everybody's like, "Hey, I can relate to this."
I can.
And meanwhile,
I'm
we're back here
stupid
dancing with
too.
maracas and going ding 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 and all that crap. And then it's like, hey, he's an idiot. I love this.
We'll say something. We'll we'll say something that's relatable, and it's like, huh, I do that.
You just hear, yes, children. I also play that game.
Speaking of, I have
It's
your
called the
magic
game of
cards.
Stupid.
I have your magic cards still.
No, you don't.
I don't. Did you take them?
No. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They were on your back seat. I grabbed them last
Cool.
night when I came over to fix your tire at 8:30 in the evening.
Guys, let's talk
Dark
about
as
magic.
hell.
Let's
And you'd have me come and fix your flat tire.
let's talk about magic.
Nighttime.
We're not
about
talking
to be
about.
swallowed by the demons of darkness. And
We're
you
not-
asked me to come fix a flat tire.
We're not talking about him fixing a flat tire. That's not what we're talking about. We're
At
talking about
8:30
magic.
at night.
We're talking about magic.
It's dark
Tell
as
me,
shit.
tell me how magic makes sense, man. Because I played magic.
I know
I've
you
tried.
ain't talking.
I've
Have you
tried.
seen Fortnite?
What do you mean, have you seen Fortnite?
is a fever dream of a game, sir.
It is
At least
not-
magic makes
Just
sense.
hold on. Just because. Hold on. Just
And
because.
no offense to our friends, but you had two words that I'm not gonna say try to teach you the game. And then
Okay.
no, they're not gonna teach you. They're just gonna
Okay.
beat the crap
Okay.
out of
Say
you and
the
move
two
on.
words and just cut it out.
No, I've already moved past it.
Okay.
It's too far
Just-
gone. We can't go back.
Just okay. That's fine. Just because Godzilla can have some Crocs. By the way, Crocs is in the shop now. I'm just
Fever dream of a game. They were on crack. They're probably still on drugs making that game. They have to be. Somebody making that crap is on LSD or
just
acid
because-
or Molly or mushrooms or something.
Just because we can see Godzilla and fucking excuse me.
You have
because-
you have Hatsune Miku turning into Godzilla and then two-stepping down the alleyway. Really? You're gonna sit there and tell me that that's normal?
Just because you can see Godzilla and Jays does not mean it is a fever dream of a game. My phone keeps falling down.
See, you know what helps with that?
What? A tripod?
Having a tripod.
Can I have the tripod?
No, it's my tripod. You can go to Walmart and buy one. That's where I got it from.
God, you are insufferable.
Yeah, you are. And yet, I'm still your friend after like fucking 37,000 years.
And yet we got a podcast. Here we are.
Surprise!
Surprise!
You're even trying to look like me.
Hey, everybody, leave in the comment. My phone just fell again.
You
My
can't
phone
catch
just-
a break for
I
nothing.
can't. My computer
You might as well
didn't
just
work.
hold that thing.
Everybody, leave up in the comments and let us know if you want us to rename this podcast, and I will only
I
do
am
it.
not renaming it. We have done too much.
Listen. I will
Listen,
only do
Linda.
it. We will only do this if we have 100+ comments. My phone fell again.
Ah!
If we have 100+ comments, we will change the name to the Bald and the Beautiful.
No, the hell. we're
Come
not.
on. No.
No.
I already made that promise.
No.
It's already done. It's already in
No.
motion.
This is a team effort.
No,
it is
it's already in
democracy.
motion.
This is not a dictatorship. No. Joke's on
Very
you.
nice.
I'm the editor. I can cut that shit out.
Wait, you
Your
said
fake
my dictatorship? My wife.
My wife.
My
Let's
wife.
cook.
Okay, is it me? Okay, so we went to Louisiana Comic Con.
Yeah, it's you.
Obviously.
Is that where
And we
went?
saw no, I thought we went to Georgia.
No, that's
Okay.
next year.
So we went over there and we saw the Goblin King, Labyrinth, right?
Yeah.
And I knew exactly
He
who
did
it was.
magic.
Yeah, he did.
He did magic. I
But
still
like
don't
the
know how he
problem
did
is
that.
I knew exactly who he was. And like I'm thinking, should I feel old at this point? Because
Yeah.
I knew who it was? Like I knew the movie
Yeah.
kind of thing.
How do you think I felt?
Like it's a great movie. Like I went to so while I was at work, I had to go do a bank run, right? And
Wait.
okay.
You run?
No, I drove. I drove, dog. I don't run. If I'm running, you better run with me because something is chasing me. But no, I did a bank run and I saw my buddy over there that I thoroughly enjoy talking to, and I was like, hey, and I'm not gonna say his name because I don't know if he wants to be on the internet or not. But
Just
anyway,
call him Steve.
my phone just fell again. Anyway, so I showed him the picture of the cosplayers, and he's like, oh, "Who are these people?" And I'm like, "Labyrinth, David Bowie." And he's like, "I've never seen that movie." And I was like,
Blasphemy.
"Oh my god."
You're old.
Like it's getting to that point, dog. It's getting to a point where like I'm old, and I should accept that. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, welcome back to the Hesitation Station. How are you guys doing today?
That's a perfect transition.
Thank you. I try. Don't worry about what we were talking about previous before that because we're good noodles.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
I don't remember what I had for
Head
dinner.
trauma. Was it beefaroni?
It was beefaroni. I do like beefaroni. That's true.
I like pepperoni.
But yeah, man. I don't.
But then we went so far off track.
Greg's gonna hate us. We're trying to talk about Louisiana Comic Con, and we have went from beefaroni to Viennas or Viennas, as people
How
call them.
nasty you are slurping the sausage.
It's not nasty.
You nasty, son. I wouldn't drink that crap if I was in the desert.
I would be like, all right, bet I'm good.
I'd rather drink cactus juice.
It'll quench you.
Nothing's quenchier. It's the quenchiest. Once again, this is not a paid sponsorship from Cactus Juice.
No, we're just one's a bit fun, and then one's just dumb.
Am I the dumb one?
Yes, because you're not the fun one.
You ain't either.
I am the fun one. You know I'm the fun one.
You the nasty one is what you are. Be doing some shady crap for a Klondike bar.
I do like Klondikes. I do like Klondike bars.
Especially the Reese's one.
We also, speaking of going back to Comic Con, I also got to
going back to Klondike bars.
We also got to see one of our good friends. His name is Andrew. He writes the book called The Leavin'. A really good book. would highly suggest to check it out. And he's very nice too. He's super down to earth and very nice. And would highly suggest to read his book because my wife keeps trying to make me read his book because she was so enamored with it. Hey,
Your wife.
Big word again. Thank you, everybody. I'll be here all week.
I'm so glad those hooked on phonics lessons are working for you.
But yeah, cool part. My birthday's in a couple weeks, and my lovely friend right over here, this guy right there, got me the Jin Woo dagger sets. And I'm very excited for them. Because I love
Yeah, they
Solo
look
Leveling.
nice.
If you have not watched Solo Leveling, go watch it. It is awesome.
I know I've told you this multiple times. I'm gonna say it one more time for the people in the back. I have read that light novel so many times. I've read that manga probably just as many times as I've read the light novel.
Yeah,
It's a good show.
the daggers were definitely a surprise, and he got them for my birthday. So I expect another birthday gift on March 22nd.
Okay. Oh,
Can't do that.
I'll delete it.
Okay.
Or I could put like some rising picture up to cover it.
You can just put a bird over it, just like an actual bird.
I'll do it, and it'll be a duck.
That's a good idea. Dude. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to follow and like us on all social media platforms. We are on Instagram, Facebook. let me try that again.
Instagram, pop.
All right. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that good jazz. You just have to look up the Hesitation Station podcast. We're there. Tank, you got any parting words?
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, give me a second.
Okay. What are you looking up?
Hold on. Wait. Oh. Okay. Here we go. All right. In the words of the ancient Chinese philosopher Confucius, baseball wrong. Man with 4 balls cannot walk. Oh.